You all right?
You all right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I'm not happy with you, Mr. Shelby. Why am I not happy with you? Therein lies the problem. You don't even know what kind of bond conditions you have, and it's your second bond violation. What, am I supposed to let you go again? No, I'm not going to do that. We asked you, and you have a very serious case. We asked you to conform with these bond conditions, and you can't, and you have not. So what am I supposed to do?
His thing has been charged since I spoke to him. When did I first speak to you? After,
Today.
no, I spoke to you like right after Thanksgiving and told you you had to keep your ankle monitor charged, didn't I?
Yes,
Has it
ma'am.
been charged since then?
Yes, ma'am.
Why wasn't it charged on the 24th of November? Are you homeless?
No.
Do you have access to an outlet?
Yes, ma'am.
Then why wasn't it charged on the 24th
I
of
was,
November?
I was late.
Late where?
Felicia,
Yes, Judge.
is this device operational right now?
Yes, it's operational right now, but it just keeps hitting 1%. And it states here from our case manager that we've like over and over again repeated to charge the device. But it keeps hitting 1% consistently. I see tons of notifications here where it's charge device, please charge the device. Come to the office if you're having issues, charge the device. They're quite expensive.
Yeah, I don't know what to tell you, but you're not complying with the bond conditions, Mr. Shelby. I let you out of jail. I asked you to do one thing and you're not doing it. You've already failed me once. Am I supposed to let you go again?
Yes, sir. Yeah.
No, that's not the right answer. You're not charging your device. It goes with you.
Come on, this one.
John.
Judge, may I bring up Mr. Celestino and his mom, Judge? This is an off docket. This is the one that you told us we can come back this week. He's the one that you put a curfew, and he works during the curfew hours. Hold on before you can just come up.
He's already, it's okay. Come on up. Mama.
Judge, we have an interpreter here because she doesn't.
That's okay.
Judge, I asked mom to come because, she knows about his work schedule. He's talked to his supervisor. They just don't have any other time slots for him to work except for the second shift, which is from 3 in the afternoon until sometimes 2 or 3 at night. And I talked to mom. She's assured me that that's where he is. That's where he works. She can vouch for it. She can help monitor. But he just needs to get back to work because they rely on some.
What is your cause number? Do you mind?
Oh, yes, I'm sorry, Judge. It is 251.
Okay.
7372, Judge.
Thank you so much for coming. Mom, thank you for coming. The problem I have is that he's charged with a very serious offense. He's young. And while he's on bond for this case, he's continued to mess up. It's not the first time I've brought him back here for violating conditions of his bond. He has had bond violations in that he's continuing to mess up. And it scares me to let a 17-year-old out at 3 in the morning because I don't know what's going on at 3 in the morning and it's hard for me to monitor. So how do I know he's not going to be out there consuming alcohol at 3 in the morning? That's what scares me.
Judge,
Let me finish talking to your mom.
So a lot of people tell me that they're doing one thing, and then when they leave and they go out the doors, they do something completely different. And so that's why it scares me. What he's charged with, he's continued to have violations while he's on bond. And now he wants me to let him out at 3 a.m. I understand he's saying he's working, but
Él tiene que pagar biles
He has bills to pay.
y yo voy a estar monitoreándolo. Él sale a las 3 de la tarde y sale a las 2 de la mañana.
He leaves at 3 p.m. and finishes at 2 a.m.
Yo entro a mi trabajo a las 3 de la mañana y salgo a las 2 de la tarde. Yo lo
I
llevo al
go to my work
trabajo
at 3 a.m. and finish at 2, so I take him to work.
y alguien, yo hablo con su compañero del trabajo y él me trae a esa hora.
And I speak with a coworker of his that then brings him back home.
Y él no se va a ir para ningún lado porque yo hablo con el muchacho que lo lleva a la casa y me dice que ya está ahí en la casa. Que va para otro lado más que
He
ir.
won't go anywhere else. I speak with his coworker and he lets me know whenever he's brought him home. And he won't go anywhere else.
Ms. Siegler, are you familiar with this? Can I? What?
Probably not familiar with it.
Right. So what we have here is we have a young 17-year-old with the DWI, right? He's on bond. The case is old. I mean, what are we doing anyways?
The problem is, he's a .18, and we're trying to get all the mitigation stuff in. I think.
He's a .18 and he's a 17-year-old?
And so we gotta get that mitigation in. You won't accept the time served, says valid mitigation or probation, so I'm trying to get that in as fast as I can. Nathan has already told me that there's already a clicking clock, so I'm trying to get that ASAP, Judge. I turn them around as fast as I can.
I don't want to be blamed for not taking a time served. If he wants to take a time served, then he can take a time served. But you need to understand is that when you plead guilty, it stays with you for the rest of your life.
I will explain that.
I never think it's a good idea at 17-year-old to potentially shut a door when you have the ability, if you're granted entry into this program, to try to get this dismissed. A lot of people take a half-assed approach to things in life. When you take a half-assed approach, you get that same kind of result.
So you say it's a program?
When you plead guilty to an offense, you can never undo that. You're stuck with it for the rest of your life. And when you get a conviction on your record, it's going to hurt you. So
I'm basing that on what a pretty much state standard rec on a first time DWI check. And, there's only 3 options. There's time served, there's probation. PTI clock is running not only because the case is getting older, it's because I haven't been telling. So that done in the last week or 2, within the next couple of weeks. If that's going to be around. Now, I haven't talked to him about the other one. You just did, because when I talked to you before, you indicated to me that you were able to go down that path. So that means this is new news that you're reconsidering, and if that's the case, I'll totally talk to you.
Look, they have this program. It's a diversion program. If you're granted entry into it and you complete it successfully, the case gets dismissed. Your case is old and it's time to make a decision. If you want to do it, then that's what you got to do. If you want to take the easy way out, I'm happy that you can do that as well. It's up to you guys, but you need to make a decision. The reason we're here now is because he wants to be out in the middle of the night working, right? But, it's a DWI and we have a positive blow, or we have a bond violation report from about 2 weeks ago where he tested positive for alcohol. So that's why I'm scared to just. When he got this bond violation 2 weeks ago, was he working in the middle of the night?
He's been working. He's been working. I mean, in that particular incident, Judge, I don't know, but he's been working for a while. So, and I think he mentioned to me that it was a really bad choice when you were at a family gathering. Is that right? It was like, it wasn't at night, it was during the day when that happened.
And then Judge, after when I got out of custody, the same day I got out, I went to work, then went to work Saturday, and Sundays I don't work.
What does he have on him now? Does he have anything on him now, a scram?
Yeah.
Yeah, you put an ankle monitor. The problem is that.
How's he doing?
The last name, sorry.
Celestino.
Celestino.
I have to get, it's not on docket. I have to get to give you a cause number.
He does, as part of his new bond condition, when he got out, he's on a.
Yes.
251 7372.
Yes, I have a GPS device with that curfew and then a scram device as of the.
Has he been good on the scram?
I believe so, but let me just double check.
Okay, here's what I'm gonna do. Assuming he's negative. I mean, what are your thoughts?
I think that we definitely would want to keep them on the scram and the GPS.
Well, that goes up, of course. But I mean, as far as letting him out at 3 in the month and, working, what time did you want to work?
The shift I'm in is from 3 p.m. to 2 a.m. And then the other shift, which is day shift, it would be from 4 a.m. to 2 p.m.
So which shift are you planning on working?
I'm trying to stay in night shift so I could go to college starting January.
So which shift do you want to work?
Night shift.
So is it the 4 a.m. to, or is it,
This is 3 p.m. to 2 a.m.
say it again?
3 p.m. to 2 a.m.
That's the shift that you want to do.
That's the one he's currently.
Judge, I'm reaching out
January
right now to
1st.
get an updated compliance check due to the holidays. I just don't see an update on it. For the scram report, somebody should get it back to me here.
So let's do this. I will allow you to work, but if I find any other issues, then I'm going to take you off. And you don't have all night. No, it's you from 3 p.m. until 3 a.m. is when you have to be home. Do you understand?
Sir.
If you're out at 4 in the morning, if you're out at 5 in the morning, if you test positive for anything, it's not going to go well. Do you understand?
Sir.
Number one. Number two, I'm giving you 2 weeks to get all the documents ready for this program. Your case is old and it's time to do something now. So
I just want to let you know that the case was reset till the 9th of January already. That's the reset you gave them before. And this is an outline. It's just to try to clear up the curfew. I mean, that's reasonable because I think the program, according to my intel, we got to get that in within the next couple of weeks anyway. I just didn't know whether or not you wanted him to come back to it. You already reset it.
well, yeah, because he needs to do a TRAS regardless. So I guess let's do this. I'm not going to set it all the way out to January 9th because it's old. I'll give you the 4 weeks, John. But at that time, when he comes back, we need to have a decision made as to whether he wants to get into this program to get into the diversion. If he does, he has to have all documents in by the next setting.
Well, absolutely.
And then we'll send him to go get a TRAS done at that time. Don't drink alcohol. And if you don't have a license, do not drive. Do you understand?
Sir.
If you fail me again, it's really not going to go well. Do not use alcohol. He's not driving, is he? Or is he driving? Do you have a Texas driver license?
Yeah, I did. And then at the time of the DWI, I had insurance too.
¿Tiene aseguranza ahora?
Ya.
Ok. No puede manejar sin licencia, sin aseguranza. All right. Ok, si él tiene un positivo de nuevo, cerrar. No me importa la excusa. Ok. A las 3 de la mañana en la casa. Ok. All right.
Just we'll bring it back on the 31st.
Okay. Done. But everything. All right. Okay, Mr. Celestino, make me proud, man. This is it.
That's just,
Thank you. Thank you.
this is
What did we learn?
Not dry.
Don't drive whatsoever. You violate any more conditions, I'm going to go absolutely bonkers on your bail and your bond. Do you understand? The next time, triple, if not quadruple, if you violate conditions again, I will not allow you to continue to endanger my public. Do you understand, Mr. Gonzalez? No consuming alcohol or dope and no more driving. You pick up a third case, holy moly. So where are we as far as, you said community service and what else? How much is restitution?
$1,000.
$1,000.
Yes, sir.
Have you spoken to see how long it will take to get the $1,000?
I have spoken with him, Your Honor. He has a job at a tire shop that he works on the weekends when he's not in school.
Someone's got money because they just posted a $20,004 bond for you. So I don't want any more issues. Do you understand? I'm sending you for a drug and alcohol test today. And I'm now going to also give you a curfew. I don't want you out in the middle of the night. Then I'm going to put a GPS monitor on your ankle so I know that you're not messing around and not screwing up. Do you understand?
So,
Okay. All right. Okay, Sonia, we'll give you a normal reset, but curfew from 9 p.m. to 6 a.m. No drugs, no alcohol. And what do are you in school? What are you doing with yourself these days?
I'm fixing to graduate on December.
It would really be a shame to really waste your life away because of this. I'm going to tell you that if you ever want a good job in life, if you ever want to do something meaningful in your life, racking up criminal cases is just continually to shoot yourself in the foot. Life doesn't get easier when the older you get. It becomes more difficult. You get bigger, fatter, uglier, you lose hair. Life doesn't get easier. It gets more difficult. And the more convictions you rack up, all you're doing is you make yourself unemployable. At some point, if you really want to make a difference in this life, you do it with education, not what you're doing now. You graduate from high school, you go to college. The more knowledge you have in this life, the more money you're going to make. And the more money you make, the happier most times life is. Do you understand? That's what life's about, making a lot of money and doing great things, not racking up convictions and being back in jail over and over. But if you test positive or you pick up a new case, I'm going to go nuts. Do you understand? Okay, man. All right, son. Thanks. You Perez Brill.
Sir.
Sir, you're charged with reckless driving. You're facing up to 30 days in jail and or a $500 fine. We are going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you, sir.
Yes.
Okay.
On November 21st, 2024, officers were informed of a street takeover set to take place at a restaurant depot parking lot located in Harris County, Texas. The officers conducted surveillance of the location in an undercover capacity and observed the defendant's motor vehicle enter the pit and conduct 15 to 20 donuts. The vehicle got within 10 to 20 feet of several parked occupied vehicles, and there were approximately 100 vehicles in the parking lots. The officer conducted a traffic stop on the defendant's vehicle after this incident, and upon contact, the defendant admitted to performing donuts in the parking lot.
Got it. Mr. Perez, I'm going to find that there's probable cause to go forward with the case. Do you have a valid Texas driver license, sir?
Sir.
How old are you, sir?
19.
You are not allowed to participate in this kind of behavior again. And if I find that you do, the first thing I'm going to do is I will put you in jail. The next thing I will take your ability to drive away from you. Living in a city as big as Houston without the ability to drive blows. Trust me. Don't do it. There are other places in Houston that you can partake in this type of action, not in the public. District attorneys have full power to seize and take cars from individuals who participate in this kind of behavior. And our legislature has made it very easy for them to seize and take cars from people who do this. And I've seen them do it. You like your car, they'll take it from you. So be careful how you behave. Do you understand?
Sure.
Tell me, what do you do for a living?
Work at a mechanic shop right now.
What kind of money do you make?
600 a week.
What kind of car was he driving, Alex?
He was driving. A Ford Mustang.
What year?
It just says a white Ford Mustang.
Can you run his license, please?
Yes, Judge.
Do you have liability insurance in your name?
Sure.
Then you are not allowed to drive.
Sure.
Do you understand? Until I know that you have car insurance, I'm making it a condition of your bond that you're not to drive. If I find that you drive, I can have a contempt hearing. You can be facing an additional 6 months in jail and a $500 fine every time you drive. I put someone in jail, not this past weekend, and made their bond extremely high because they violated this very same thing. Do you understand? Did you want to apply for an appointed lawyer, Mr. Perez? Did you want to apply for an court-appointed lawyer?
Sure. Yes, sir.
Okay, we are going to reset your case to give you time to hire a lawyer. I will have you come up here, swear to us that you're not going to drive. If you drove here, you may not drive home. Do you understand?
Sure. Is there any type of course or something I could take? Maybe.
I can't give you legal advice. You need to get a lawyer, and the lawyer can advise you properly. The only thing I'm telling you now is do not drive until you have car insurance and you get approval from us. We'll be signing an affidavit with me today, so heed this warning. You won't get another one.
Sure.
You understand? Come on.
Was that also the mistake?
No, because I've got the affidavit. Just, you can go. Good morning, Ms. Beck. Ma'am, you're charged with 2 cases. You were charged with theft. You're also charged with unlawful carrying of a weapon. You're facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. We are going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. If you cannot afford a lawyer will be appointed to represent you, ma'am.
Yes, Judge. The officer initiated a traffic stop in Harris County, Texas, after observing a co-defendant run a red light. When the officer approached, he noticed in plain view on the center console a bag of marijuana. The co-defendant was in the driver's seat and the defendant was the front passenger. The officer observed the defendant was not wearing a seatbelt and the co-defendant provided a false ID and was temporarily detained. During the PC search of the vehicle, the officer located additional marijuana and found unprescribed Adderall inside a fanny pack that the co-defendant had in possession. The officer ran the defendant's information and found she had an active warrant out of Harris County, and the defendant also admitted to having a gun in her purse. The defendant took ownership of the Adderall and marijuana found in the car. And for the theft,
Is she on bond in that case?
I think she's on bond for that one, yes.
No.
Oh, for,
Was she on bond for the theft case and then she picked up a new case?
let me see, Ron.
No, it looks like it was
Doesn't
a
look like she
2B.
was, Your Honor. It was
Yeah.
2B, Your Honor.
Was there a co-defendant on that, on this first, on the UCW?
Yes, Judge, he has a valid ID of this court.
Okay, what is the cost? Is that on today? No.
Or no, I'm sorry, it's on today.
It's on page 23, Judge. Yes.
Okay, so I'm gonna, so no contact with the co-defendant, and then We need to do PC on the theft because we haven't done that. All right.
So for the theft on March 11th, 2024, the officer is dispatched to a theft at a Walmart in Harris County, Texas. The officer made contact with the complainant, the loss prevention officer, who stated the defendant entered the business and was accompanied by another black female. The defendant was observed placing merchandise inside a large bag and using other merchandise to cover the bag from the surveillance camera view as the defendant continued to conceal merchandise inside the bag. When the defendant was at the cashier checkout, the defendant was observed scanning some items at the checkout, but did not scan all of the merchandise. The defendant then walked past all points of sale without attempt to purchase further merchandise. The defendant was stopped, where the defendant was asked to return the merchandise. And the total was $121.31.
Got it. All right, Ms. Beck, I'm going to find that there's probable cause to go forward on both of your cases. I'm ordering you now as a condition of your bond not to go to any Walmart. Do you understand?
Yes.
I'm also ordering you not to be in possession of any weapons. If I find that you violate either of these conditions, I will revoke your bond, put you in jail. No more PR bonds. Do you understand, man?
Yes.
What do you do for a living?
I work in a school. I work in a school.
The second degree felony that you picked up, the 4 to 200, was that the Adderall case?
Yes, Your Honor.
I'm also ordering you as a condition of your bond not to consume alcohol or illegal drugs, and I'm going to randomly test you. If I find that you're using likewise, I will put you in jail. No more PR bonds. Do you understand?
Yes.
What do you have an income? How do you support yourself, man?
I work and I go to school to be a surgical tech.
So do you have an income? What kind of money do you make a month?
3,500.
Okay, we're going to reset your case to give you time to hire a lawyer. I'm going to first have you get a Victoria sign a reset. After that, you'll get with Fleischer for bond conditions, and after that, you're free to go. You already have 3 open cases. You pick up another one, it's really not going to go well, man. Just don't go to Walmart. Don't use. Don't have any weapons. Did you guys want to add?
Your Honor, I was just wondering, are these state's conditions?
No, I'm going to have her monitored because she has the open,
Yes.
ECS, so I'm ordering her not to use.
Yes, Judge.
So don't worry about it. So did you get it? No contact with the co-defendant?
No contact, no Walmarts, no drugs, alcohol, right? That's it.
Yeah. All right. All right, Ms. Beck, good luck. You are Alex Rojas. Mr. Rojas, you're charged with assault of a family member. You're facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. We're going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you, sir.
Yes, Judge. The complainant and the defendant are in a common law marriage, and on August 26, 2024, the officer responded to a family disturbance. The complainant and defendant were in a verbal argument because the defendant accused her of cheating, and the defendant pushed her on the left rib area, causing her to fall and causing pain to her left rib area. The defendant then retrieved a bottle of bleach and sprayed bleach on her several items, causing it to get on her face, shirt, and right arm, causing a painful burning sensation. The defendant then pushed her once more, causing her to hit her head against the door frame, causing pain and a laceration. The defendant then bit the complainant's right arm with his teeth.
Mr. Rojas, I'm going to find that there's probable cause to go forward with your case. A protective order has been issued in this case. I would suggest that you get to know it. If you violate the protective order, it's very possible the state files an additional case against you, a violation of a protective order, and that is the capital murder of misdemeanors. You pick up a VPO, things will go sideways real quick. Do you understand? No contact means no contact in any way, and that's what I'm ordering you now. Don't be in possession of any weapons, and you shouldn't have weapons as it is. Do you understand? We're going to reset your case to give you time to hire a lawyer, so I'll have you sign a receipt with Victoria. I'm going to have you take a seat in the jury box, so we'll get your bond conditions, we'll have you sign it, and then you'll be free to go.
Can I apply for a court appointment?
What do you do for a living?
I'm unemployed right now. I lost my job like 3 months ago.
Why?
Because they had shut down the company that I was working with.
So how are you eating now? How do you get money?
What I can on the side, cut yards, pressure wash, whatever comes up, but I don't think it's gonna be enough for a lawyer. I'm staying.
When are you going to get a job? I mean, have you not?
Applying. Just wait and see if I get a call back from somebody.
All right, I'll have you fill out an application. I'll take a look at it. Mr. Rojas, heed this warning. I know how incredibly thorough you are, so I'm not going to go through all questioning, and I'll take it that you understand that this is what you're doing today is you're making a lifetime decision that is it's a difficult one. And, you know, when you start racking up convictions on your record, life gets a lot more difficult. The older you get, life doesn't get easier. It gets so much more very difficult. And when you get convictions, you become unemployable the more convictions you get. So you need to be careful how you handle life, because if you don't, I'm telling you, 15 minutes will flash by and lickety split. And if you don't have a job, you don't have a career, you don't have an education, then life is not going to go well. This life is not fun without money. If you don't believe me, go on the street and ask the people on the street. You only get it. You have a trade, you have a job, an education. Do you understand?
It has been a difficult decision because she is enrolled full-time in college and she's working part-time, got a good job. But, well, and we understand how this can adversely affect things.
I'm not interested in the PTI program.
Well, she was in PTI and there was.
Oh, I see.
Having difficulty balancing, and that's really, we think the crux of the issue with the issues in PTI was trying to balance full-time job, part-time work, and maintaining a home that first time she's out on her own, not without, I guess, without her parents' help.
Is there any other way no other way we can help?
Well, not that we see at the moment. And we've talked to the state about potentially being back on PTI and about the potential of deferred, and we're not quite there. We talked about potential of going without an agreed rec, but she doesn't want to sign up for a situation where maybe more difficult.
So she's currently in the PTI program now.
Well, no, she's been removed from the PTI.
Oh, removed, I see.
And so we vetted through the case and found issues we think with where we think there's potential issues in the case, but we're thinking that this is the best way to resolve it.
You know, it is what it is. At some point, may not be today, may not be tomorrow, 10 years, but you're going to look back, God, why didn't I complete this thing? You know, you need to understand that this DWI will go on your record. What we're doing, it's 3 days in jail, credit for one. From now on, you are facing a minimum of 30 days in jail for any case that you pick up here. No more proverbial slaps on the wrist. You now have a minimum that you'll be doing if you pick up any more cases. So you need to be very careful when you get into a car. All officers do when they pull you over is they look at your criminal history. If it walks like a duck and it talks like a duck, so you need to be very careful moving forward. $30, wherever you want to go in the city. $40, it'll take you anywhere you want to go when you get Uber. That's what you need to consider from now on, even if you've had one. That's what I do when I go out with my wife. Miss Mom, you give up a lot of rights by entering into this agreement. You give up the right to a trial, right to compel witnesses to testify on your behalf, confront and cross-examine your accusers. If you're not a citizen, there are possible immigration consequences. You can be deported, excluded from the country, denied naturalization under federal law. You give up the right to appeal. Once you accept this agreement, there's no turning back. You can never take this off. Do you understand? How do you plead to the offense of driving while intoxicated? Guilty or not guilty?
Guilty.
I'm going to find you guilty. I will sentence you to 3 days in jail, give you credit for one. I'm going to suspend your license for 90 days.
We'd ask that go, I guess, have a retroactive application to the suspension that she served from by way of the ALR suspension.
Why?
Well, what's your question? Why, Judge? I'm sorry, I couldn't.
The thing is this, is that how many times are we going to reward someone, especially for behavior when she's doing whatever she wants to do?
No, it's not a reward. It's to make sure that in a situation where she doesn't have a bunch of financial resources, that she can get to school and to work, and she's doing things to move forward in life. And she is enrolled full-time. She's got 13 hours in an engineering program, got a pharmacy tech license. She's working as a pharmacy tech, but also maintaining home. So the costs and the process of getting a lawyer to represent her in an occupational license setting be more difficult. She's got her license active now. Asked that suspension that she served, which was a 6-month suspension.
How bad was it in the PTI program? Did she repeatedly just test positive for alcohol and dope?
No, I think there were missed. I don't think there was any positive tests. I think there were just no tests, skip tests.
So I have, yes, it's a failure to report and failure to enroll in SOP and failure to maintain.
Did she do anything?
And she's been on an ankle monitor since I got the case, and she's not had any issues with ankle.
And then also, as counsel mentioned, 31 skip tests on the report. So it does not appear that she did much of anything that was required of her.
We disagree with that assessment, but.
I mean, reasonable minds can differ, you know. There's also a matter of the $3,000 surcharge as well. What are we gonna do with that?
Weigh that in light of her financial circumstances.
Do you see what I mean? It's like one
It's not a reward,
gift,
it's-
but it is though. I mean, there's no jail time. She got booted out of the program. Now I'm not suspending her license. Now I'm rolling the $3,500 that she would normally pay. It's one gift after the other.
It's not, and here's why, Judge. The legislature came in, and I know the remedy is citizens go vote, but a $3,000 surcharge to an individual who has little to no money is a catastrophic amount financially.
Well,
I remember
we do it, we give a 2-year payment plan, so it comes out to like $30 a month.
And we saw how the surcharge program worked for individuals, and it destroyed their license. And so what happens is then they come back to your court because all of a sudden they don't have a license valid, and then it plugs up our system with Class B charges of driving with license invalid cases. And so it's not a reward. It's understanding that me, as working a full-time job,
Here's what I'm gonna-
different financial position.
Here's what I'm gonna do, Mr. Garris. I agree with you about the money, because to me, I don't care about money. But what I care about are actions. And I really like it when people better themselves. It makes me happy because I want you are a woman in this life that society, life is more difficult just because you're a woman. Just because you're a person of color, life is more difficult. You need to be dependent on no one. And you should get your education. You should get a good job so that you never have to rely on anyone. You be strong, I'll make you a deal. Like, I want to know, you're telling me that she's enrolled in all these things. If she is, and you can show me that she's in school, she's doing this, I'm going to take the money away because I don't care about the money. But as far as the license suspension goes, if you show me that she's actually in all this and you can show me, I'll acquiesce to you because I want you to do well. I want you to leave here better than you came. You've not shown me that so far though, right? You've not done well here. So why continue to do this? But if you show me that you're bettering yourself now, that you're in school, like you're saying, you're working as a tech there, I'll do it for you.
Yeah.
Show me, I'll acquiesce.
Thank you.
But in this life, you should never rely on anyone. I have 2 daughters, and the first thing that I'm teaching them is never rely on anyone. You go to school, you get your education, you get a great job so that you can just rely on yourself and you can always be on your feet. You can always make money because when you get that education, no one can take it away from you. And you can always go get another job. That's what life's about. And this, knowledge is power. All right.
Thank you, Judge.
Please. So the